I thought
episode.
what?
Dude.
These are
Start
just
this
outtakes.
episode.
These are just the outtakes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh.
Cheers.
Is that a Pinot Noir?
Nah,
A little light?
Oh,
Bordeaux from France.
Okay, okay, okay.
nice.
Some light.
A little
Start off some
Pomerol?
light. Yeah, some
Yep.
light.
Okay, Bron, you know this because you got two boys, right? That just have way too much energy and want to destroy. Do you remember when they were 2 years, like when they were 5 and 7?
Oh yeah. Oh
Well,
yeah.
mine is 3 and 5, so it's worse.
Yeah, I remember. They hell on you, I tell you.
And they think it's all funny.
So, what have you guys been doing during this hiatus? What?
uh,
I've already talked.
I haven't been doing much. I mean, I've been training still. Spend a lot of family time, reading, watching a lot of shows, just trying to keep my brain wrapped around what's actually going on. So it's been very challenging for sure because
God,
I'm not one
hey,
to, well,
you
any
guys
of
want to
us
watch
on this
that?
chat, we're not one to like sit around in the home and we just got too much energy. So it has been very challenging.
Have you been following everything like all day, every day, or have you been able to
No,
escape?
no, I haven't. I've been keeping up with the updates and the cliff notes, but
Stop!
I think
No.
you'll drive yourself crazy if you're just trying to look at everything all day long and trying to know everything that's going on. It'd be too much. So, just keeping up with what the temperature is, not only here in Los Angeles, not only in Southern California, but the rest of America and the rest of the world, but not indulging in too much. I'm staying positive and optimistic about this whole thing, and know that my great grandmother used to always say there's better days ahead. So that's the whole mindset.
Damn. Man, like, other than, because we see you're on TikTok, right? To your kids, or is that just like, screw it, I'm just like, we're here, might as well do a bunch of it now?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much like, this is all the time that, when I'm away on the road, and obviously Channing, you know as well, Allie, we be on the road so much and we get indulged and trying to, chase that championship quest that sometimes your family get left behind, unfortunately. So, this opportunity, this moment right here has put a lot of things in, not only in perspective, because I got things in perspective, but it's giving me an opportunity to kind of take advantage of being with my kids every day because they don't have school. Being with my wife all the time, being with my family. We're just here every day, like Channing said, those TikTok videos, watching TV shows, watching movies, playing card games, playing Uno, doing all type of stuff. So it's been fun.
Who is better at TikTok in your family? You or Zuri?
Oh, Zerk, for sure. It's not even close. It's not even close because Zuri hangs with Bryce. So Bryce, my youngest son, he's TikTok crazy. So
Moves are
he
like
ha-
the chain.
yeah, he knows he's a dance machine. He can do everything. So she hangs with Bryce every day, all day. So that's what she got the upper edge on all of us.
Ron, where are you? Are you in your barber chair? Where are you in the living room?
No, I'm in my smoke room, my wine cellar.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah, me too.
Um,
Feel like you can sell it here.
uh, yeah, man. What's going on, guys? It's good to finally be able to talk to y'all. That's cool. You guys have been
Yeah,
here for
what's
so long.
up? What's up, guys? Miss you guys, man.
I know. It's crazy right now because I'm trying to do like Instagram lives with different athletes, figuring out what they do. Had CJ McCollum on there. But ain't nobody. Everybody's doing the same thing we are. Nothing.
Nothing,
Everybody's doing the same thing.
man.
Did
Let me
anybody? Did you see that Timberland versus Swizz Beats?
Yeah,
I heard it was really. I heard it was
Yo,
really dope.
so
yo,
dope.
it
And
was
you,
literally just showing off for like an hour. It was amazing.
That's
dude,
all.
because they were going hit, 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 and I was like, oh, this
Yeah,
might
yeah,
be
yeah.
minutes. An hour later, an hour and a half later, I'm like, damn.
Yeah, we're doing a pool party tomorrow. We're doing a IG live pool party tomorrow. We're having
IG.
my DJ. My DJ is gonna set up at his pool, and then we're gonna all IG live in and do a pool party.
That's how do you? What do you? How's the pool party looking, Channing?
Ah,
Well, he will be the only one technically at the pool, but that would be the scenery behind him, and it's gonna do like a virtual pool party.
I
So
might do
we're
that.
keeping everything in good spirits, man.
So this is what I'm gonna say. So I'm gonna be on Sports Center tomorrow. I'll be controlling the Sports Center IG, and so when I click in,
What time? What time are you going on Sports Center?
I have the login. That's the problem for them.
That is the problem
That's
for
the
them.
problem. I have the
Desperate
login
times. That's
all
how
the
you
time.
know it's the end of times.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yep.
that's hilarious.
No, but seriously, what time are you guys doing the live?
4 p.m.
4 p.m.
Eastern?
Okay.
No, West Coast time, man.
Joke. I'm
Oh yeah,
joking.
just make all the East Coast people really upset.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tell them 4 o'clock East Coast time.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna get on there and I'm gonna mess with you. I'm gonna crack jokes with you because that basically it just brings everybody in, which is the
All
only
right,
reason why.
all right, perfect. I like it.
All right. All right. I'm gonna keep annoying you.
So
Shannon.
what's up, Allie?
Yep.
What have you been doing? You guys over at the Lakers in studio? Y'all been able to do anything over there?
No, we haven't. I mean, at the end of
Nothing.
the day, like what we are, Spectrum Networks is obviously a news network as well, and so our news crew is still working around clock tirelessly. We're on call technically, so if they need anyone to kind of fill in or help out, we're obviously here and ready to do so. But at the end of the day, with no sports, one of my girlfriends once said, like when this all went down, she's back in Ohio and she called me and she was like, what are you gonna do now? And it's like, we don't know. And she was like, no offense, she's in the medical field. She was like, I don't know how many of us really want to listen to sports people talk about medical issues. And I'm like, I mean, it's true. At the end of the day, like, we
Right,
because we love it. And
right.
we don't have it right now. So,
We got ESPN the Ocho.
Yeah, get some good dodgeball.
how
Oh,
about that?
Average Joes.
Tight.
Global Jim. Channing, we can watch. Channing can live stream himself giving himself a lineup because that's trash.
Now, can you do that?
Yeah, I can line up the sides.
That boy got a horseshoe
I
like
can line up
this.
the sides.
Got a
I,
cul-de-sac.
I'd have a Coliseum.
Barbers are going to charge $100 a cut when they come back to make up all the time they
No, it's gonna
lost.
be more, no, Channing. It's gonna be more than that. They're gonna be charging 200.
People going
Oh,
to
yeah.
pay. Because
Wait,
dudes
what?
going to be the one against the grain. They're going to just clip their own hair.
Right, right. It's all bad, man. Like all my friends who got some little bit of hair or whatever, it's fucking, it's all over, bro.
Yeah.
Nobody looks worse.
I'm just growing mine to see how far it goes. Fuck it.
Nobody looks worse than Roethlisberger.
Are you gonna keep dyeing your beard?
That's just straight Ohio.
Mhm.
Are you gonna keep dyeing your beard? Don't hide it. No. Don't hide it.
It's not hot. It's right there. I got a couple flakes in there, like a couple flakes here.
Using just for men, you old ass.
I think it's a good touch. I think it's a good touch.
What, a little salt and pepper.
Gives you
Yeah.
character.
Gives me who?
Adds a little character.
Yeah, I don't have much. You're right.
Yo, random real question. If the season started, they said everything was fine. How many games do you think it would take for you guys to get back going?
For the playoffs or just
Yeah,
like get back?
like they were like, listen, we're going straight to the playoffs. You
I
guys
mean,
get
yeah.
3 exhibition games. Would that be
No,
enough?
man. I think so. We've been off with a week and a half now.
16 games.
Yeah. So I think maybe 1.5, 2 weeks of a little mini training camp, and then 5 to 10 games,
Wow.
and to get ready for the playoffs. Like,
Oh, right.
because I mean, if we just talking about figuring, if we're talking about like finishing the regular season, then you don't need that much. You could do a week of training camp and then get back into it. So by then, but when you've been building 6 months of conditioning
Oh, yeah.
and preparation, and then like everyone's been like the thing that haven't been the narrative that I don't like, well, now guys get so much rest. or like LeBron, he's 35, he got so many minutes on his body, now he gets so much rest. It's actually the opposite for me because my body, when we stopped playing, was asking me
Oh,
like, "What
oh,
the
you
hell are you
decondition.
doing?"
When you're older, you decondition a lot faster.
Right? Like
Ooh,
you,
say it again, Richard.
I
right?
said when
So
you're older, you decondition a
a
lot
lot
faster.
faster,
A
man.
lot
So my
faster.
body was like, "Hey, man, what the hell is going on? It's March. It's March 13th. You getting ready for the playoffs? Why are you shutting down right now?" Like, and I was right there turning the corner. Like I felt like I was rounding third base, getting ready for the postseason. So it's the rest factor. I think it's a little bit overly blown, especially when you're in full swing of things. Now it's different from the lockout year that we had. See, the lockout year, we had the whole off season. Plus, we also was playing basketball.
Yeah. Now
You
you
know,
can't
we
even.
yeah, we were playing basketball still. So it was different because it's not like we were playing games, and then they just said lockout. No, we was already in the off season preparing for for what's to come. So
Well,
it's been a lot different.
no, so I talked to CJ McCollum, and I was like, "How's your workout been going?" He goes, I'm gonna start working out on Monday." Right? So that adds another layer to things of the guys and teams and players that keep themselves in the best shape. Not saying that CJ Cullum is, but like CJ Cullum is one of the bigger professionals in this league. There's going to be younger players, guys that aren't professional that get out of shape over this time.
No
Ron, let
question
me
about it.
Ron, let me ask you, have they given you, because I think like from a world perspective, no one sees the light at the end of the tunnel of this. There's so much
Right.
uncertainty until when we all will get back to normalcy. Have you guys been given any kind of, I don't want to say timeline, but as you guys are trying to train and get your minds to where they need to be, have you guys been given any kind of timeline?
No, the only timeline that we've been given as far as training is that I will be allowed to work out with Mike, my personal trainer, Mike Mancias, again on Monday, which will be the 2 weeks away from everybody quarantine basis they put us on after we were all tested. We found out the Nets had 4 guys who tested positive. So,
Yeah, no, yeah, you ain't gotta like name names, dude.
no, I
Come on.
didn't name any names. I said the Nets. Just because
I'm talking about
just because
franchise.
you're a beloved net and your jersey should be hanging in the rafters doesn't mean that your
That's my
guys are
guy.
exempt from
Yeah,
getting the positive.
yeah.
No,
That's my.
yeah, so we don't know, like but I just been training. I've been training 5 days a week, and just staying ready, like just staying ready for I guess what they always say is just staying ready when your number's called.
Ooh,
Yeah.
there's gonna be some
So,
chubby nubbies coming out there though.
No question.
I got a home gym. There's
No,
gonna be
you're
some
right.
chubby nubbies.
You're right, and a lot of basketball gyms are not open, so you can't get in there. Like there are some people got some ties with some people that they allow you to get into the gym and things of that nature. But there's guys that can't get on the court right now, and there's guys that don't have gyms in their cribs. So all the Equinoxes, all the 24-hour fitness, all that shit is shut down right now. So
That's
guys better figure it out. One thing, guys, listen. If guys are really serious, you can get some shit done around the house. Everybody got stairs, for sure. Everybody can do push-ups, sit-ups. People can find ways to do some dips. People
You're gonna
can
be on
find a
them
way.
prison workouts. You're gonna see some big
Some
Debo.
prison, yeah.
this
You're
is
gonna have a
this
bunch
is
of
no
people coming
lie.
back looking strong.
Guy guy ran a marathon on his balcony, right? And it took him 7 hours.
I
He
saw
ran
that. I
Yeah,
saw that.
saw
That
that
was amazing. It took him 7 hours.
7 hours, and you're like, he just ran the distance from back and forth, and
Right,
it was like he didn't have a big balcony, but he's like, I ain't got nothing else to do. Let's see how long
right.
this will
What
take.
else we got to do? So I'm working out one day. I work out in the morning, and then at night, like sometimes I just be sitting around. I'll be like, fuck, I'm gonna go get me another workout in. I mean,
So
like it's
how
like
long?
I
I'm
am. It's like
kidding.
I am. It's like I am Legend right now, man.
How many
Yeah.
hours does it take you to jog around your compound?
Man, shut up. Man,
Yeah, no,
shut
that's,
up.
and look, and guys, I just want to say there is still a level because Channing doesn't remember this. Brian, you and I like you had it even worse than I did, but we didn't grow up with shit. If
Oh
we would
man.
have been confined in the house at 10, 12, 11 in those homes, we would have been screwed. point being is this. I understand that everybody's telling everyone to stay home, but don't like you ain't got to show off your ranch right now, telling people to stay at home,
No, I
right?
don't
Like,
think that's not cool at all because everybody's upbringing is different. I mean,
yeah,
everyone wants to do this whole like everyone stay home and things of that nature, but guys that's in my position or guys like us who are in a position that can live great. Like, I'm saying I would feel so weird if I was like, hey guys, stay home, and somebody look at me and be like, well, I mean, it's easy for you to say.
yeah,
It's easy for you to say, but I just go back to my childhood or how I grew up with me and my mom. That shit would have been hell. Like
hell,
I feel
no
like my mom
table.
I feel like my mom would have been like, I don't give a fuck about Corona. You better get your ass out of my house. Get the fuck out. You're getting on my nerves. You
That's
know
what
what
I'm
I'm
saying.
saying?
Or go into a
Like,
yard, go like, yeah, do something. Just don't get sick. That's what they
right,
tell you.
right, right. Shit. If your ass gets sick, you better not bring your ass home.
Yeah, yeah. Don't be touching nobody. And
Yeah,
it's
for
like,
sure.
a lot of
Like, so, at the end of the day, it's not about like, I don't want to tell people like, me being an advocate for people to stay home. Just take care of yourself and understand that, distance yourself from,
Yeah.
from a large, big groups of people that
Take
you
yeah,
don't know.
walks if
You know
you
what I'm
can.
saying? Complete strangers, like, because now it's spring. So everybody thinks spring break is time to get around with strangers and they get like, not like, this is not the time. It's not the time.
Okay, so we talked about this before doing this, Braun. So when this is actually airing, which would be the 26th, it would be the game of the Lakers and Cavs. That's
Oh,
what that's supposed to be
back in
going on
Cleveland,
tonight
right?
because this will drop tomorrow. So with that said, I do have a question because I know that Laker fans have been wondering about their team. You guys have been staying in touch. I know text chains for your days with these two during the Cavs era, that time frame, and even still now, we're a big hot thing. But you also have that still with the Lakers currently.
Yeah, we got a text chain between all the guys on the team, and we just stay in touch every day, pretty much. Random shit. It could be something that's on the internet. Guys send a clip. Like the other day, Jared Dudley, crazy ass duds.
you can't just click on anything. You
Yeah,
got to
no,
be careful.
you gotta be
Who
careful.
friends is
Yeah,
sending
you
you
gotta be
links,
careful. So
videos. You got to be
yeah,
careful. Everybody got
so I
that
mean,
one.
yeah, you gotta be careful. You gotta
You got
be
to be
careful.
careful.
There's one dude that
There's
shows
one.
up once
There's
a day.
one guy.
Every day, there's always one person.
There's
There's
one
one person
strong
that
ass
you do
guy
not want to
Once
walking
a
around
day.
here.
see.
Yeah,
Brother
you gotta be
man,
careful.
right? That hangs to the fifth floor, right? Like that.
Yeah.
Wait, what? He
Yeah.
hangs from
Shut
the fifth
up.
floor.
Cheating.
Yes, sir.
I average 5 of those from you personally. Five.
Oh, edit.
The other day I had to put him on timeout.
I knew
Yeah,
it was a trap.
Oh shit!
that's a
But
trap.
Alex, to Laker Nation, the guys are staying in connect. Everybody know where everyone is. We know what's going on, and but yeah, like you said, tomorrow is supposed to be my return back to Cleveland, which is always special. Obviously, the memories with these two guys, the memory with you, Ali, as well. It's always special going back there. Look up there, look at that banner. Think about all the great memories that we had. And then being able to play in front of my friends and family again. That would have been so cool with the Lakers. You know how we travel, the Laker Nation travel on the road, but being back home, kind of bummed out about that. And I heard, I don't know, through the grapevine, maybe you guys may know that the Cavs organization was thinking about doing some 50th anniversary shit, and so I didn't know if that was going on, where they was bringing back a lot of the guys from previous teams or whatever. I don't know, but
And you know what? And this I think is a good time because you were going back, and this is going to be your first time going back without Fred McLeod, right? Our big fella. That meant so much to all of us that called every play of your Cavs career.
right.
Uh, and to have him pass tragically, I know that would be the first time. I think that'd be the first time you were ever in the building that he didn't call the game.
Yeah, man. My first couple of years, I had a different guy over there with Austin Carr by the name of Michael Ray guy. But then Fred, came on board, and ever since then, he was him with AC was the voice of Cavs TV, Cavs radio, Cavs whatever. Those guys were just They were inseparable. They reminded me of like Mike Lowry and Marcus Barnett off Bad Boys. You know, they couldn't do it without each other. You know, and
Yeah.
to get the news, I know all four of us when we got the news that he had passed, it was like, what?
Yeah.
It didn't make sense. We was like, what? No, you must be talking about somebody else. You know, so it would have been very difficult to look over there and see Austin Carr and not see, you know, our great friend Fred and see, you know, the great tie that he would have had on, you know,
Yeah.
for that game. And but you know, much respect. You know, our prayers continue to go out to Beth and the family. But listen, the legend lives on, man, and Fred is definitely one of those. That's for sure.
Hey,
Did you know you talked about the 50th anniversary? Did you know that the Cavs had a competition for what was this? Who they wanted their bobblehead of a former player to be, and Channing and
and
Richard tied.
Channing lost. No, Channing lost. Channing lost, and they asked me if I would let Channing be on it with me because they felt bad. And I said, he's followed me everywhere else. Why not? Right? Follow
Richard,
me to
you
Arizona.
begged me.
Follow me to
You begged me to come to the
follow me
Cavs.
to
You said I
Cleveland.
don't have any
Because I,
friends. Nobody likes me.
because I felt
Be
bad
the
for you.
bridge. Bridge
I felt
us.
bad for you not playing in Orlando. How you play for a team that wins a championship, but you can't play in Orlando?
Oh my God.
It's called tanking. They don't want the boy out there because they get some dubs. That's what happened.
Goodness gracious. Okay, Bronze. So
So I'm
hypothetically,
sorry. So I'm right. They would have had two bobbleheads. One
Yes,
Yeah.
no,
and then it got canceled because of Corona.
Damn
yeah,
Wow.
Corona.
yeah.
God damn, Corona's canceling
Damn it,
everything.
Corona.
I was chanting
So,
one shining moment.
so Bron, I got a question. This is about the number one seed, right?
Got it.
Let's say hypothetically, you guys are able to hold on and keep the number one seed in the West. Hypothetically, I was talking when I talked to CJ, we were trying to figure out what's the best way for that eighth seed, right? If you're going to play 5 or 10 games and then jump right into it for everybody, all the fans, how do you think that eighth seed should be handled, especially for teams coming up, teams that were possibly going down? But I will say this: Portland has an opportunity. They could have two full, healthy, big guys back. So
Yeah,
all of a
'cause-
sudden, they could an average eight seed to probably a potential 4 or 5 seed in the first round.
right. You know
How do
what's crazy, RJ. So we got Portland, you got Memphis, you got New Orleans. That's kind of you
In
know
Sacramento.
in Sacramento tinkering around there. So you know, I mean, if there's 5 or 10 games left, why not the five? Why not those guys battle it out? How about just make them play each other all 5 games?
yeah?
You
Oh,
know,
that
or
would
all 10 games, or you know, or I don't know how find a way where they can have, you know, if you're gonna make the playoffs, why not play against a team that's in front of you or behind you to see who makes it?
Why not
that
a
makes
best of three
sense.
play-in?
Say that again.
Why not a best of three play-in?
That too. I mean, there's been so many conversations that's been tinkered around. I have not been on the calls. It's just my mind thinking and talking. There could be a best out of a 3 team play-in. There could be. Listen, there's 5 games left in the regular season. Let those 4 teams play each other, and then whoever got the best record out of that, maybe the final 2 teams had the best record play each other for a game off to make the AC. But like RJ said, you know, when you're dealing with guys like, you know, they got Dame, they got CJ, they got Melo experience, they getting Nurkic back. They got, you
Colin.
know, Hassan Whiteside, those 2 dogs in there, and in a Ariza with the championship experience.
Yeah,
You know, they got the most experience out of all those teams. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens, man.
I like the idea of like a 10 games, but of those like final like 4 teams, they would have a lot of games against each other.
Right.
Uh, that makes sense, and that's no disrespect to all the other teams, but that's where it's really decided, right? That final spot, and that's big because they're going to play potentially you guys or the Clippers in the first round.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I mean, you can't just go like one thing. You can't just do just go straight to the playoffs because it
Oh,
discredits the 60+ games that guys had, you know, fighting for that position. You know, so
But in the same regard, now granted, obviously I don't play, but I still
No?
think that you have played a substantial amount of games that when it comes down to making that decision, I still think that's fair.
what do you mean? Elaborate.
of like if you're going a play-in or a best of 3 or a best of 5. I mean, the season was suspended and everyone was put to a halt between 60 and 63, 64 games played already. So it's an even playing field from that standpoint. If
For
you
sure.
hadn't been able to put yourself in a position to be one of those 3-4 teams,
Oh yeah, for sure, for
you
sure.
know what I'm saying?
That's what we're talking about. I was only talking about eighth seed, ninth seed, and maybe 10th seed, depending on games behind, how far they were behind. You know, if there was a real possible chance that them, could make it. I'm not talking about the number 12 seed or 13 seed in both conferences and things like that. That you have to have a real substantial amount of wins
Right.
or an opportunity to actually make the playoffs. Because teams can get hot. You could. I've seen a lot of weird shit in our career. We've seen it, and teams could play mediocre through 50, 60 games. In the last 20-some games, they can go into the playoffs 18-3 or 15-4 and get hot. So,
I hate to bring this up for San Antonio fans, but I have been a 1-8 seed loss before. It's not fun. It's not fun. It's not fun, right? But to your point is like, yo, if the wrong team gets going and they got guys that are cooking, it can actually shape. It can change the entire NBA.
Listen, Dame Lillard in an eighth seed is that's challenging. This
Yeah.
guy, you got a Dame Lillard who can go for 50, a CJ McCollum who can go for 40, a Carmelo Anthony that could, if he gets hot, which we know in the postseason could go for 35, 40 as well. We know that every possession in the playoffs is won that possession. And when you have that type of experience with Portland, they can make things happen. You have the youth in Memphis. They got the youth. They got Ja Morant and that spark, and those guys have been playing some great basketball as of late. You got some experience on Sacramento. You got some guys that won, a champion. I think you got Corey Joseph who won a championship before. I don't know if they have any other championship guys. I know Harrison Barnes they won one. Harrison Barnes won one in Golden State. My first year when I played against Golden State. So they got some experience, but they got a lot of young guys. And then you got New Orleans, who got a lot of young talent, who's just going to play fast as hell, try to play harder than you, and try to creep in there too. So it's a lot of factors in that. So. But every possession is just own the possession in the postseason. If you make one mistake, you could lose a game.
Oh, yeah.
What's crazy is San Antonio's only a half a game out of Sacramento. So it would be like you could have Portland, New Orleans, Sacramento, and San Antonio play those two, right? Have a tournament. And then what I would do is have you guys, the Lakers, play Golden State. The Clippers will play Minnesota. Denver would play Phoenix, and then you guys would switch. So you wouldn't play anybody that has the potential to play in the playoffs.
So then you got eight. You got the eighth seed playing 11, and then you got 9 playing 10. Correct?
Yeah.
So that's we sit here and figure it out, and we're all smart basketball people.
You could have Portland play Sacramento or San Antonio, and New Orleans play Sacramento, right? Best of 3 games, and then the winner of that play best of 3 games.
Yep,
and
that decides the eighth seed.
1 game, right? For 1 game, and that'll be 3-6. That'll be 7 games right there.
So they go to 5 to 10 games. They go to 5 to 10 games that we were talking about going into the postseason. That's just an idea.
But I would not have anybody in the top 7 play
those 4 teams.
Yeah. You can't play. So even if you play somebody on the Eastern Conference,
right.
I don't care. Not a lot of travel, but like you would play somebody that's not in the playoffs.
Correct.
So that the teams in, Chicago or I don't know who else isn't in the playoffs, Atlanta, those teams and fans still get to see their players, but you're also not giving up free tickets to people to see teams that are going to play each other in the playoffs.
Yeah,
thought about when you guys do return, God given that you guys do get to return, the fact that you might be playing without fans.
Man. Listen, you heard my comment when I first was asked about it, and this is before I guess the discussion had already been asked, so they hit me with a blind question. But still, I still think the same way. I still think like having a game without fans is just what is sport? What is the word sport without fans? There's no excitement. There's no crying. There's no joy. There's no there's no there's no
Heck,
back and forth. There's no rhyme or reason that you want to go on a road and just dethrone the home team because of their fans and vice versa. Like that's what also brings up the competitive side of the players to know that you're going on the road in a hostile environment. And yes, you're playing against that opponent in front of you, but you really want to kick the fans' ass too. You know, and,
Oh, show.
yeah. So you know,
Oh, so.
to get back on the floor, I would love it. I'm not gonna sit here like and say that like just get out there and to get back on the floor. 5-on-5. But I mean, we can do that in scrimmages. Let's just go to each other's practice facility, put out a camera, and just scrimmage. And live stream it. But until the
uh,
fans can come back,
I'm just gonna say this: that I don't want to be there calling that game. I was
your
supposed.
first, your first sideline national television game is with the one with no fans, RJ.
Oh, it's gonna be awesome. It wasn't my first, but thanks.
Oh,
No,
what were your first? What was your first? What was your first?
Like 2 years
uh,
ago.
no. I didn't do national. I didn't do national till like November this year. Remember, I did Christmas Day. I was fortunate. I did Christmas Day Toronto.
Oh
I
yes,
did
you did.
Christmas
You
Day.
did. You did.
Uh,
I wasn't. No, I didn't watch that game because I was fucking mad
You
on
muted
Christmas
the
Day this
shit
year.
out of you.
no, but no, I was doing the. How about this? I was doing the Pelicans game, the last
Oh
game.
yes, you
That
was there.
Yeah, I was doing the
Yes.
game. Wait, we got the Kings versus Pelicans. Luke, yeah, Luke was like, wait, I don't understand. He's like, my guys went out there. Does that mean we win the game? And I was like, no, I don't think it works like that, Luke. I was like, he said, but my guys were ready to play. Did they forfeit? And he's like, I'm just playing. He's like, I think we made the right decision.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So I mean, I just don't know how we can imagine a sporting event without fans. It's a weird dynamic.
That's where we're going. Or
Yeah, I
how-
know. I know.
Unfortunately.
And we can't
And
even like at one point they said like you only can you have family there or no?
It
uh,
was okay. So I was actually doing the.
they probably wouldn't do family rooms, but they would have everybody. They'd probably give out like 100 tickets.
And put everybody in suites or some shit.
Maybe.
You can't even be close to the floor, like no floor, like family sections and shit like that.
You can't be diving into each other.
So what happens? I mean, what happens with a guy who's tested positive for corona and you're out there on the floor with him and it's a loose ball? Like,
This what's gonna happen, Bob. What they're going to do is, why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? This is what they're gonna do.
What's coming?
They're gonna take all the players, kind of like how like you're on the road during the postseason, and they're going to put all of you guys in rooms and not let you leave, just to make sure that like nobody else gets infected by somebody else that doesn't spread.
yeah, that makes sense.
And
That's
how
I'm
they
not
get
going.
their room
I'm not,
service?
I ain't going for
Somebody
that
got to
shit.
touch the food. Somebody got to touch your food.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm not going for that.
yeah. But what they don't want is like a guy to have his family come into town. Because Rudy didn't go to China. Rudy got it from somebody that was already here.
No, I believe his family was over
I think Rudy's family was in town.
In
Yeah.
China?
No,
Italy.
Here.
in Italy.
Italy.
Paris.
Dude, he's
What do you
French.
I mean, you're American. Have you ever gone to Italy?
Yeah.
I don't know the facts, but doesn't just because you're French doesn't mean you can't live in Italy.
Right.
Yeah, but they said they came from home.
I mean, that could be
Europe.
home.
Home
If
is
someone
Europe.
tell me I'm coming from home, it could be LA these days. Shit.
You are very LA. You're not even Akron no more.
How am I so LA and I'm wearing how am I so LA and I wear a fucking wave cap all day long?
Because you
That's not
can't,
LA at all.
because
It's
you can't
very.
get a cut.
No, if
Yeah.
I had on a bandana, then I could be LA.
Oh Lord, here we go.
Oh,
Rob, you call that a wave cap?
Yeah, it's a wave cap.
The wave cap to you is like a binky to a child.
Who?
Nah. Is that a do-rag or a wave cap?
Both.
Okay.
It depends on where you at.
Where you
Tomato,
at?
tomato, do-rag,
Nope.
wave cap. Yeah,
Potato.
let me get do-rag. You see
Listen, I gotta go
how
put some
easy I put
chicken on
that
the
thing
grill.
on. Look at it. Ooh.
I gotta go.
You're not leaving.
I gotta go.
No,
Where-
oh my God, no, you're not leaving yet.
You're not leaving.
No,
We,
no, no. Where you gotta go? You're not going anywhere.
I gotta go throw some chicken on the grill.
well,
No,
Okay,
no,
six.
that's
You can
just sit down for a second, please.
your chicken on.
relax.
Wait.
Throw some chicken.
Marinated them things too. Got that grill hot.
Hey, yo.
Sorry,
Whoa.
LeBron. I cook my own food.
Okay, RJ, did you hear what he said earlier, RJ?
Well,
I'm drinking water. He said, "Oh, you drink bottled water too? Okay, let me get mine."
oh wow,
Oh, what?
wow.
It is a dude. Doctors, 9 out of 10 doctors recommend to keep that throat moist.
I'm not editing. I'm just letting you know. I'm not editing that. Yeah. You guys like
Who's the 10th doctor? Who's the
9 out
10th
of
doctor?
10 doctors who?
Who's this
Yeah.
dumbass?
The 10 doctor. He's
Yeah, Dr. Seymour Butts. Is that the doctor?
y'all see what I have to deal with? Y'all see what I have to deal with?
listen. They
Um,
give that away for free now. You know that.
Yeah.
My goodness.
The podcast doesn't get good till about right now.
keep his throat moist.
Nice and hydrated.
Ron,
Yo.
so I think I told Allie this right after. And our Geeter that also worked at Spectrum Sports. I just brought little Richard over to the side to see the guys dribbling,
Uh-huh.
and I was gonna go get on TV. So then all of a sudden, when you come over to say what's up, he got so starstruck. He was like rattled, and you saw I was trying to like pull him out from behind me.
Man, he was hiding behind your legs like it was a tree trunk.
Yeah, I was like, and so like afterwards, because it was like I had to go get on TV. I had to go work, and I was like, so the next day I was like, buddy, like why were you so? He's like, well, Daddy, I've never seen a basketball player before, and I was like, that's a lie.
I'm your goddamn daddy.
I was like, goddamn daddy, what are you talking about? You see Uncle Channing, he's not a real basketball player, but he's tall, right? Like
Polish.
he's tall.
I know. Just let me get these
It's
knives
like,
out of my back.
Rob, I promise you, he saw you, and it was so funny. And I saw the video of Blue Ivy getting shy when she saw it, and I was like, man, you was on the stage with this man next to Bronny and Bryce when we won the championship.
He sure was.
But he's so excited about this new Space Jam movie. He's so excited. That's all he watches.
Man.
That's all he
I like
watches.
that guy, man. I've been seeing that man since he was born.
Since he was born, man. So when's the movie coming out, man? I know we had to pause some dates and stuff.
No, you know what? You know the thing is, Space Jam has always been scheduled to come out in June of 2021. So we're and a lot of it right now is animation. So being indoors is actually great for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're still on. A lot of just like everything in the world, everything is slowed down a little bit, but we're still on target. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, during this time right now, I wish we could release it right now, man, and it gives some people, some things to watch in their households, and but we got until next year, next summer. We're excited about it.
Are you gonna have a fire soundtrack? Because that's one thing that people don't understand. Space Jam wasn't just Space Jam.
It sure wasn't.
Remember, it was the Nutty Professor soundtrack. Waiting to Exhale. Like there was just like soundtracks that were just
Men in Black.
Men in Black.
Yeah,
I'm saying, I'm Bad Boys, the Bad Boys soundtrack.
Yeah, Bad Boys soundtrack. Hey, listen, it's funny that you say that, Richard, because one of the first things I said when I was in my pitch meeting to do the movie, I was like, listen, I love, the movie, and what it stood for back in the day, but the soundtrack
gotta be
alone.
No, that's what they play.
If we don't get the right soundtrack, I don't want to be a part of it, because that really drove the movie as well. Like, it was an unbelievable thing. Like, listening to that Seal song, that I want to fly like an eagle to the sea. Like, that was my thing right there. Fly like an eagle.
Alexa, can you play Fly Like an Eagle by Seal? And I'm just like, wait, what?
Right.
Does it defeat the purpose? Can you release the soundtrack right now?
No.
Yes.
The soundtrack. Once we start putting out some promos, couple clips here. we'll start releasing a little bit of the songs and things that go with it. But the heavy hitters we're gonna keep until the movie, and you'll start hearing it as the movie's going on, and then at the end, when the credits come out, you'll see the track list and things of that nature. But
As
we
my
got some
boy,
things coming.
with all of the damn music that you listen to and all of these artists that you hanging out with, you executive and producing 2 Chainz. If you don't have the most fire soundtrack, I ain't seeing the movie.
There it is.
I'm Rich going by himself, and I'll wait out in the lobby.
Listen, you're right. You're right. Because I mean, listen, my ear for music. I love music. I post music every day. I love music.
Well, we see
all
it.
types of genres. Love it. So it's if I don't have a dope soundtrack for Space Jam 2, man, it's like what the hell are we? What am I here for? For sure.
What they need to release is the Michael Jordan documentary.
Woo-wee.
That's one thing. ESPN, you really want to get some views right now?
Man, I'm telling you.
I know it was scheduled for June or something like that. Y'all need to. I think they were scheduling for right before the finals, and it's like,
right
nah.
before the final. No. I'm telling you, if they release that thing right now, the views on it.
What?
Listen, if I'm Michael Jordan,
we all waiting.
If I'm Michael Jordan, I'm gonna go in there and I'm making a conference call, and I'm like, okay, what's the reason we're gonna hold on to it to June now?
No.
Compared to now where everybody is at home.
Everybody. The whole world that thing 100,000 times. It's done. It's been done.
It's done.
ESPN. I know I don't want to get fired, but release that shit. Release that.
ESPN can't fire you, RJ. You my friend.
Well, you can't say that. You can't say that because people already give me shit because,
I didn't say you. You didn't say it.
Y'all can't fire me. He said it.
You didn't say it. I said it.
Okay. Well, that's fine. I appreciate that. But TNT can fire Channing. We don't give a shit.
Bron, what did you think of our conversation today? Channing is blurring his background. He has found the settings on.
Yeah, Channing didn't want us to see his lingerie line, and he's starting in the background.
Oh, girl's bubby.
Yeah, look.
It's their blanket.
It's their blanket. I thought it was a big pink dress. Channing, it's okay.
I got 3 girls. Don't put it. Listen,
if they painting your nails, if you get in dresses, it's cool.
Oh my God!
It's 2020, Doug.
That's your tiara because it's damn
no
crown.
Mr. Potato Head.
You got a Mr. Potato Head, Doug.
We're not talking about heads now. We're not talking about heads.
Look at that long ass face of yours. You barely fit in the screen.
They're like a screen mask.
I have an old computer.
It looks like a screen mask. He would paint his face as dead president, and they'd be like, "Oh, you're the
Yo, Channing's gonna leave and go put the chicken on the grill. We keep messing with him, man.
So we were recording the other day. I want to play a game, but first of all, we were recording the other day, and Bron, I sent you the photo of Channing's T-shirt with the snail on top of the turtle on top of the sloth. And I made the comment that because these two are in the media, just given the fact that you said ESPN can't fire your friend Richard, they're constantly the most consistent line these two guys get in their comments is the fact that you carried them to a championship and they actually don't have a ring.
If you let Channing and RJ tell you, they carried me to a championship.
No, we're just saying what
I still have my L7 hurts.
Yeah. Channing says his back hurts. If it wasn't for those guys, I would have never even got to the finals. Let them guys tell it.
Yeah. Channing. Did he win a championship without us in Cleveland?
By the way, I didn't see y'all video chat that y'all had, but I guarantee it had to do. This is what they always tell me. We carried you to a point where our pay grade was that was it. That was it. We wasn't making that much money, so we had to stop. And the guys that you, Kyrie, Kevin, all the guys that was making all the money, Tristan, now it's time for y'all to do y'all job. But me and RJ got y'all there. Now y'all finish this off.
I had a conversation.
I know these assholes. I know them.
That's it verbatim.
I don't want tendonitis for next year. Load manage me during the finals, so I'm good for next year. So it works.
It works. Oh shit, that's it. Those clips side by side.
Yes,
No, sir. No, sir. You guys are
Oh
crazy,
shit.
man.
Okay,
No man, we
you
fun.
guys want to play Would You Rather to finish this thing off?
Yes,
yes.
yes, yes.
We've got 5 Would You Rathers, Channing, and then you can go put your chicken on.
Ooh, can't wait.
Would you rather your only
And then,
mode of
yeah.
transportation be a donkey or a giraffe?
I'm rolling with a giraffe all day.
Giraffe. You can go further.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with giraffe too. I just don't feel like many jokes. It's just like being a donkey. Everyone call you a jackass. I don't want to be a jackass. There's
And
not many
honestly,
jokes about a
if I'm gonna
giraffe.
be
Would
Right.
you rather randomly time travel forward or backwards 20 years every time you fart, or teleport to a different place on Earth, on land, not water, every time you sneeze?
Okay, so would I rather time
Time
travel
travel.
20 years backwards or forwards every time I fart, or would I rather teleport every time I sneeze to a place that has land, no water?
Yeah.
20 years
oh
ago was not the
20
fart.
best.
years
I
ago was
can hold in a fart.
1990.
I can hold in a fart.
Oh
Oh,
no, 20 years ago was 2000.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm going 20 years ago for sure.
Give me all the beans.
Yeah, I might even shit on myself to even go 40 years ago. Just
Boy,
go
Why?
you so
1980. I
wrong.
mean,
Listen, you gonna be working, but not the kind you like.
1980. I'm not gonna be working. I'm an 80s baby anyways. It's only 4 years before I was born.
There we go. 80s babies here.
80s babies, you know. We all
I made
80s
the cut.
babies, right?
I made the cut. I made the cut.
Oh yeah,
80.
what you
June 80.
81?
No, 80. 80. June
Oh,
80. I
19.
turned
Yeah,
40.
we all 80s
40
babies. So
years,
yeah,
man.
Okay.
listen. I'll take the time travel back 20 years for a fart, for sure.
Okay.
For sure. For sure.
Okay.
What's the next one?
We're going to stick on that. Would you rather have to fart loudly every time you have a serious conversation, or have to burp after every kiss?
Oh,
Oh, burp. Burp.
I'm burping. I mean, it's my
If you
wife.
kiss
At this,
Yeah.
burp. I mean, yeah, because it's a
it's a
lot of serious
condition.
conversations that
There's
we
no
all
time.
need to have, and the
Yeah.
fact that you're gonna just fart out in the open like that,
No.
no.
And that's what
I
I'm
would
saying.
burp.
Listen, after you've seen your wife have children, she can't ever complain about a burp.
My God.
I'll edit that. Richard, I hate you so much for all the fucking work you're making.
It's absolute
It's
facts.
true.
It's the
True.
truth.
Yo,
It's
I'm gonna
the
say
truth.
this. I had a teammate that played for the Warriors that when I was asking him about this stuff, he was like, Richard, there's just some things you can't unsee.
I wish you would tell your wife this to their face.
Oh, I would. That one right there, I would.
Yeah.
She
They
know. She know. My
They
wife know how I feel about that damn baby in that bag coming out when she had my
Oh.
kid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Would you
Oh,
rather
threw
be
up.
compelled to high five everyone you meet, or be compelled to give wedgies to anyone in a green shirt?
Read
One person.
that one more time.
Would you rather be compelled to high five everyone you meet, or be compelled to give a wedgie to anyone in a green shirt?
Listen, I'm high fiving because look, if a big bruh got a wedgie,
I ain't high fiving
I
nobody.
ain't high fiving nobody for the rest of my life. After
run.
this
You
shit.
got a green shirt. What if Richard came up to you and tried to give your big ass a wedgie?
Then I'm gonna understand it because no more high fiving after this Corona shit. No, wait till y'all see me and my teammates handshakes after this shit.
Y'all double elbowing.
I'm telling, throw them bows. We go all that like this.
Yeah.
Clack, clack, clack.
That's
Nah,
it. That's it.
wedgies for everybody in green shirts, including myself.
Oh, good. Awesome.
All right, last one. That's a good one. Would you rather wake up as a new random person every year and have full control of them for the whole year, or once a week spend a day inside a stranger without having any control?
Oh.
Oh,
Ooh.
That's a thinker.
I'd rather
Once
be
a
a new
week.
person.
Once a week. I really like. I don't want to be that person, but I really like myself, right? Like, and so I don't want to be somebody. Somebody else can like. There's places that I don't want to go back to. right? And so I don't want to wake up in a place I don't want to be. So if it was just one day a week,
Once a
I'm
week.
cool.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
cool with that. Once a week, I agree. Once a week, I'm cool with that.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Once,
that once that for the whole
you know
year,
how shitty it would be to wake up and be Channing?
for a whole
Ooh, you would
year,
only be so lucky.
and you can never leave the house. Oh my
No, and live in Oregon with 4 kids? What?
Listen,
Oh
I wouldn't
stop.
get
Let
to
me
see next
sign
year.
me
I
up.
wouldn't see the next year.
Sign me
take
up.
me out back. Like
Take
they
me
do the horses that can't race no more. Take me
Because
out
guess
back.
what? That's where the barbecue is. We finna get this chicken going.
What's wrong?
Bron, thanks for taking the
A little
time.
thing.
You guys are
Big
amazing.
fella. I appreciate you. One of these days, I'm gonna get the video with you and Lil Rick.
I know if there's only one last thing we could say, I think at the end of the day, it's to everyone out there who is kind of going through this together.
Stay safe.
I
They
think so
say,
as well. Carl Anthony Towns, one of your own guys in the
man,
NBA.
Man,
His
prayers
mother.
out to him, man. Hope his family gets better, especially his mom. So, super, man. Gotta get better.
Prayers. Send the prayers up to the mighty above.
yeah, and this is the thing, everybody. You don't even have to say prayers. Just stay home. Just stay home, right? Help out everybody around. Help out other people. That's you want to be a hero. Stay inside. Avoid contact.
Do
Just for the
less.
next week.
Do
Do
less.
less. What
Do
we've been
less.
saying, Channing, forever. Ever the minute Channing gets on the floor, it's like Channing, do less.
You were so
I'm a champion, so fuck y'all.